Hi guys, today we're going to play Build the Back to the Future DeLorean issue 92. Okay, so I'm actually filming this really early because my issue 89 or 90, sorry, my issue 90 and 91 isn't even out on YouTube yet. They're done and scheduled. I've had this delivery about 3 weeks early, so I don't know whether that's to do with the warehouse change or not, or they're just trying to get them out quick as possible. Now we're near the end. I don't know, but I've had my 4 issues about 3 weeks early, so I'm not complaining. That's really good. So yeah, let's crack on and get 92 built. Obviously you'll see this video when it is due to come out, so but no, let's crack on, and we're going to be doing some of the tail lights, and we've got some electrics to play with, so let's crack on. Okay, so as normal we're going to check off the parts and see what we get. It's quite a small little issue, but we've got a lot of electrical components, or some electrical components, and this is my favourite part of the builds, playing with the electrics. Obviously I like the whole building in a whole, but these are my most favourite parts. So I can see straight away we've got some cable clips, so be careful when you open the bags. One is stuck, so there's obviously static in there, so hopefully these electrical components will be okay. So we've got 4 cable tabs, and we've got the LED boards, so we've got 2 of these and they are connected together. We've got an LED wire which is labelled 10. We've got some adhesive stickers, we've got 2 of those. We've got some DM screws, AP screws, and we've got some KM screws there as well. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, so I'd like to bring up something that I did see, and I'm just looking ahead just so I can see what's what. Yeah, it doesn't actually say. Right, the first step is to, well, we need to grab the car. So I'm going to clear this space, and then we'll get a good camera view for the car, because obviously the car is so big now. We need to, I want you to be able to see. So, okay, so I hope this is a good view for you all. So the first step is to grab the LED wire 10, and we're going to connect it to the plug here that says 10, and they are the same colour, so they match. Okay, and then we need to, this is where it's interesting. All the magazine says to do is you've got 2 posts there, which we're obviously going to tuck the wire in, and then we're going to put a cable clip on there. However, it doesn't say anything about pushing this LED through the hole just in the rear there. So we're going to do that now. Okay, we're going to push the LED in. I'm just going to bend them back and pop the wire through between those 2 posts. Now it doesn't tell you to put that LED in, it just says to position it outside the hole. But when you go further on, we're going to be actually attaching the rear to this. We won't have access to that, so just make sure you put your LED through your hole, okay? And that is in nicely there for me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a cable tab and we're going to fix that in with an AP screw. So the screw is going to go to the bottom hole of the two. Sorry, my shadow. The screw is going to go in the bottom hole of the two. Like so. And then we're going to unravel the cables so they're not tied up. And then we're going to tuck the remaining cable into the corner there, so that doesn't get caught. Okay, and then that is that step done. Okay, we're now going to focus our attention onto the rear of the DeLorean, which we had right back in issue 1, I believe it was, issue 1 and 2. I had it in this bag just to keep it protected. Now, interestingly, it wants us to unclip the part back from here. So, easier said than done. There you go. You've got the 8 clips. Just push them in and then release the bumper, the plastic trim off the bumper carefully. Don't want to break any pins, like so. Okay, and then we're going to be left with this. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to be working with the LED boards now. So, the wires are going to come out of this side. Okay, and then we're going to fit the LEDs into place. So, carefully try and line up the LEDs. And they should fit in nicely. So that is one, and then the other one obviously goes into the other side. And it's quite difficult actually to get them in even. There you go. So they are all in. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to train the wires. Just there you've got the 2 holes. So we're going to train the wires up through those holes. Like so. And then we're going to put the remaining 3 cable tabs on there in 3 different places with KM screws. So we're using M screws for metal, so I'm going to use a tiny bit of washing up liquid for this, just to ease the screws in. So I'm just going to use this little screw bag and just put some washing up liquid on there. I'm just going to move this light so it's not quite so bright, so you can see, right. Okay, so as you look at it, the screws are going to be in the lowest position, and the actual posts where the screw goes in are actually slightly taller. That's when you know you've got them in the right place. So that is one in. Okay, the other side is going to go in between the other holes. Now I could make these a little bit neater, however I can't really because I've just moved these wires and they look so fragile. I don't want to play around too much with those wires. I don't want to move them more than I have to just on this occasion because they do look very weak. There we go. And then the last one is just going to go over here on this edge where the cables come out. And there we have the LEDs fitted into the back panel there. Okay, what we're then going to do is we're going to take the two sticky sheets and we're just going to place these over the top of these circuit boards, and I'm assuming that's just to stop any shorts or anything like that. So we're just going to fit one over that one. And one over that one, like so. And there we go. So we're now going to bring the car back in. So I'll adjust my camera and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got the back of the car back up. So the next step is to take the assembly that we have just done with the LEDs and we're going to connect those two wires up. So obviously 11 goes to 11 and 6 to 6, or you can match up the colours whatever way is easiest for you. A little bit fiddly. I've got a little bit of advice with these plugs. Sometimes they don't want to go in and you think maybe it's the wrong way. Just give them a little bit of a wiggle and they should go in absolutely fine. Now the best way to tell as well, you've got like an opening on one side of these plugs and you'll see on the actual plugs, that's the female side. On the actual male side, you can see the two metal pins through the front. So you make sure the metal pins are facing frontwards through that little hole in the female. Then you know you've got them the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to then tuck those wires through into the corner there. And there we have it. Look, we're going to fit that on the back. Oh wow, I love this, absolutely fantastic. It's all coming together. And then what we're going to do, right, we want some DM screws. So I'm going to get some more washing up liquids just to aid these in. And then we're going to put the little bit of washing up liquid on the DM screw, and there's 3 holes along the back. You've got one there, and one there. And we're just going to secure that in. So I'm just going to put that one in first. And as I said before, guys, washing up liquid makes such a huge difference. And I'm just going to quickly change my screwdriver head. Because I'm using this, I need a slightly larger one. It just makes it fit better. There you go, a bit more washing up liquid on that one, and then I'm going to go for the middle. Screw that all up nice and tight. So that is one. That's that one in nice and tight, and then this is the third one, and that is now secured. Wow. And it's even heavier than it was. All these, you know, all these parts we're adding now, because that part alone was quite heavy anyway. Because I remember when we got issue 1, I was like, oh my god, the weight of this. So yeah, that is it. And then the last bit we got to do is plug this trim back on. However, before I do that, I'm going to test that the lights work. Now I've seen on Facebook, some of you may have had some issues where some of the lights weren't working or something. So I'm going to test them first while I'm at this stage. And the reason for that is, obviously these have got fragile plastic clips on. Now if we click that on now, and then we realise that there might be an issue and we need to take this apart, we've got no way of taking this off by aiding these clips in. We're going to have to just force it off, and then we run the risk of breaking some of these tabs. And I'm not sure how easy it will be to get another issue 1, seeing as it was such a long time ago. It may be okay, but on the safe side, that's my reason. So let's switch it on from underneath. And let's hope this works. Now I don't know what button it is that's going to do all these. I'm going to turn some lights off, and let's have a little look. So I need to open the door here to get to the switches. Okay, so let me try with the, I think, button 1. Okay, so that is the these lights here. 2, 88 miles an hour, we don't need that. 3 is the interior, the time circuits. Oh, that's the interior light. Button 6. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love that. And then obviously you've got the LED light inside there that lights the engine up, and it doesn't give it much, when you look at it in the camera, it doesn't do it justice, but in the flesh that looks amazing. So yeah, all mine seems to be working. I've got the indicators, rear lights, the reverse lights are on. So yeah. Oh no, oh sorry. We push the brake pedal in, don't we? We should have brake lights. Oh, right. Ready? Oh, wow, look at that. There you go, and there's the brake lights working. Oh, absolutely made up. I've gone all tingly. You know, when you're building a model for, you know, a couple of years or nearly a couple of years, it does make you quite emotional when it's near completion. And to have everything work like this, I mean, this just does look amazing. Absolutely love it. So yeah, now all that's on. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Let's do some more breaks. Absolutely brilliant. So now we've obviously tested the lights. It just leaves us to uh, clip this back on now that it is all working. And that is just going to simply line up and clip in. Perfect. And there we go. Okay, yeah, you'll have to forgive me there. I was having a bit of a moment there. It was quite emotional, really, when all that lit up. Absolutely, it made all my hair stand up on end and everything. Yeah, that was issue 92, and I know there's more great stuff to come because we are going to be doing the front end very soon as well. In fact, let me have a little look and see what's coming in next week. Yes, next week we've got the front end and the headlights. Super excited about that. So yeah, until next week, take care. Please like, share, subscribe. If you wish to buy me a coffee, there is a link in the description below. For now, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.